U.S. has revealed a new nuclear bomber built to outmatch the defenses of its rivals. For over 70 years, the B-52 served as a symbol of American air power, known for its massive payload capacity of up to 70,000 pounds and versatility in missions ranging from strategic bombing to maritime patrol. Yet this new bomber is more than a successor. It's a revolutionary force. Built with advanced stealth technology, unmatched range, and the power to deliver next-generation weapons, it raises the question, can this bomber truly evade the most advanced air defense systems of its rivals? Could its introduction provoke an intense arms race, pushing global powers to accelerate their military strategies? Join us as we explore the next-generation features of the U.S. Air Force's brand new nuclear bomber. For years, the mighty B-52 nuclear bomber represented American strength, carrying huge bombs and handling tough missions. But as other countries sharpened their defenses, it became clear that the United States needed something even more powerful. And that was how the B-21 Raider was born. As the U.S. Air Force's newest and most advanced nuclear stealth bomber, it is equipped with the impressive capabilities to sneak past advanced radars, launch cyber attacks, and strike targets from far away with precision. Recently, the first in-flight photos of the B-21 were released, showing the aircraft soaring through the skies over Edwards Air Force Base in California. This was an exciting moment as it confirmed that the B-21 had officially begun its flight tests. According to Andrew Hunter, Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for Acquisition, the tests are going well. He explained that these tests are helping the Air Force learn more about the aircraft's unique abilities. The B-21 Raider, named after the Doolittle raid of 1942, is not just any bomber, it's designed with futuristic features. This bomber can carry both nuclear and conventional weapons, making it more advanced than any other bomber currently in use. Its sleek design and advanced stealth technology allow it to evade enemy radar, giving it a big advantage in high-threat environments. This means it can reach deep into enemy territory without being easily detected. Details about the B-21 Raider are mostly top secret. Information like its size, speed, engine type, and the weapons it can carry remain hidden. Even its onboard sensors and the technology that helps it stay undetected are not fully known. However, it's clear that the B-21 has advanced stealth abilities. It has been designed to hide from radar with smooth edges and special cockpit windows that minimize seams and joints. These features help the aircraft stay hidden from enemy detection. It's also known that the B-21 can carry nuclear weapons, making it a powerful tool for the U.S. military. The B-21 is expected to be the first sixth-generation warplane in the world. Back in 2010, its price was estimated at around $550 million per unit, but after adjusting for inflation, it is now closer to $750 million per plane. While this is a hefty price, it's still cheaper than the older B-2 bomber, which cost $2 billion each. The lower cost is due to new radar-absorbing materials that reduce maintenance needs, as well as more efficient and affordable aerospace technology developed over the past 30 years. Plus, the Air Force plans to build 100 B-21s, far more than the 20 B-2s that were made, helping to reduce costs. Despite the B-21's advanced features, its exact costs are still kept secret, even from some members of Congress. This high level of secrecy has led to criticism from lawmakers, including the late Senator John McCain, who worried that defense contractors like Northrop Grumman might overcharge the government. There are concerns about whether the project's secrecy is necessary or if it hides potential cost issues. In fact, the B-21 Raider is one of the most secretive aircraft ever built, and there's a good reason for that. In 2009, the Joint Strike Fighter program, which created the F-35, faced a major security breach. Hackers believed to be Chinese agents accessed sensitive data. Just a few years later, in 2012, China showed off its J-31 fighter jet, which looked suspiciously similar to the F-35. Many experts think the Chinese used stolen F-35 designs to help build their jet. To avoid a similar mistake, the U.S. is keeping the B-21's details tightly under wraps. But regardless of the secrecy surrounding this bomber, its capabilities are impressive. It can hit targets deep inside enemy territory that were once thought impossible to reach. On top of that, it can act as a SIGINT platform, gathering intelligence from high altitudes over long distances. Some experts believe it could also take on airborne early warning and control missions, like what the Boeing E-3 does now, but with much better survival chances. Another impressive feature of the B-21 is its range. It can travel long distances without needing to refuel, making it capable of reaching far-off targets. This extended range is crucial, especially if missions need to be carried out quickly and from a distance. The B-21 Raider is also cost-effective compared to past bombers. While the exact price is classified, the U.S. Air Force has worked to keep its costs under control. This careful budgeting means that the military can build a large fleet without overspending. The design of the B-21 is focused on future needs. It can be upgraded easily with new technology, ensuring it stays advanced for decades to come. The military calls this a digital bomber because of its advanced computer systems and ability to update as technology improves. The B-21 Raider's role is not just about fighting wars, it's also about deterrence. By having a strong and advanced bomber fleet, the U.S. aims to prevent conflicts by showing strength. Knowing that the U.S. has a powerful tool like the B-21 may discourage potential enemies from causing trouble. Also, the B-21 isn't just a lone wolf. In battle, it can work closely with other advanced planes, like the F-35. Its advanced guidance systems can direct weapons launched by F-35s to their targets. This teamwork makes the B-21 a key player in network-centric warfare, a strategy where different military assets share information in real time to outsmart opponents. One of the most groundbreaking features of the B-21 is that it can be flown by a pilot or controlled remotely. If a mission is too dangerous, the United States Air Force can operate the B-21 without risking a pilot's life. This level of flexibility is unmatched by any other bomber in the world. Other countries are paying close attention to the B-21's development, especially China. Chinese researchers claim their hypersonic missiles, which can reach speeds of Mach 6, could take down a B-21 during a conflict. However, the B-21's stealth abilities are designed to make it nearly impossible to lock onto, even for advanced missiles. With the B-21's impressive capabilities, questions are surfacing about the B-52's future. Will it be retired alongside the B-1 and B-2? Or could it find a new role within the U.S. Air Force? To answer this question, think of the B-52 as a big delivery truck and the B-21 as a stealthy aircraft. The B-52 can't sneak into heavily defended areas, but it can carry a lot of missiles and fire them from a safe distance. On the other hand, the B-21 is built for sneaking past enemy defenses and hitting targets directly. Looking back, the B-52 Superfortress has a long and storied history. Its development began in the 1940s, and the bomber first took to the skies in 1952 before officially entering service in 1955. Not long after the B-52 joined the Air Force, plans for a replacement began. The North American XB-70 Valkyrie project was launched in the late 1950s, with its first flight taking place in 1964. The Valkyrie was a marvel of its time, designed to fly at incredible speeds and altitudes. However, the project faced several challenges. Only 2 prototypes were ever built before the program was canceled. The high cost of production, combined with the development of advanced Soviet air defense systems, made the XB-70 less practical than initially expected. Around the same period, the Air Force tested another high-speed bomber, the Convair B-58 Hustler. The B-58 was the first operational bomber capable of reaching Mach 2, or twice the speed of sound. It seemed like a promising replacement for the B-52 with its sleek, futuristic design and impressive speed. However, it quickly proved to be a difficult and costly aircraft to maintain. The B-58 suffered from frequent accidents, had a high operational cost, and required a lot of aerial refueling, making it less efficient for long missions. Because of these issues, it was retired after just a decade of service. The search for a suitable replacement for the B-52 continued. The Rockwell B-1 Lancer was introduced as a blend of the B-58's speed and the B-52's long range and heavy payload. Unlike the previous attempts, the B-1 partially succeeded in taking on some of the B-52's duties. Its variable sweep wings allowed it to adjust its shape for better performance at different speeds, making it a versatile bomber. Despite its capabilities, only 104 B-1s were built. As the B-21 Raider prepares to enter service, the B-1 is expected to be the first bomber to be retired, a sign of how quickly military technology continues to evolve. Interestingly, the B-52 first flew 71 years before the B-21 Raider and just 49 years after the Wright Flyer, the world's first powered aircraft. This shows how long the B-52 has remained relevant and reliable. Its ability to adapt and evolve with new technology has allowed it to serve through decades of changing warfare. When stealth technology became a top priority for the Air Force, the B-2 Spirit was developed. The B-2 was a groundbreaking aircraft designed to be nearly invisible to radar while carrying a powerful payload. There were plans to produce many B-2 bombers to eventually replace both the B-52 and the B-1. However, the B-2 was incredibly expensive to produce and maintain. Each bomber cost over $2 billion, making it one of the most expensive military aircraft ever built. Additionally, the collapse of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War reduced the immediate need for such a costly bomber. As a result, the project was scaled back significantly, and only 21 B-2 bombers were ever built. Despite these efforts to replace it, the B-52 remains a central part of the United States Air Force's bomber fleet. Its durability, reliability, and ability to adapt to new technologies have earned it a reputation as irreplaceable. The fact that it has outlasted multiple attempts to replace it shows just how effective and valuable this bomber truly is. As the B-21 Raider steps into the spotlight, the B-52 continues to serve, carrying on its legacy as a symbol of enduring strength in the Air Force. The U.S. Air Force plans to bring the B-21 Raider into service around 2027, while the B-1 Lancer is expected to retire by 2036. Although the B-2 Spirit was supposed to retire soon after, the Air Force is investing $7 billion to upgrade the 19 remaining B-2s. These upgrades might keep the B-2s flying into the 2040s. Meanwhile, the B-52 Stratofortress is set to serve into the 2050s or even longer, meaning it will outlast three of its successors, the XB-70, B-1, and B-2. It's a strange idea to imagine the old B-52 flying alongside the new B-21 Raider. They seem like an odd pair, but they have different missions and strengths. The B-52 is cheaper to operate and can carry a heavier load. The B-21 is more advanced and expensive, designed for stealth missions where it needs to avoid enemy detection. On the other hand, the B-52 is a reliable workhorse that can deliver a massive payload. In a way, the B-52 has proven itself timeless, adapting to new technologies while still being practical and powerful. The Air Force's decision to keep the B-52 flying for so long shows how valuable it remains, even as newer bombers like the B-21 take on more specialized roles. Over the decades, the B-52 Stratofortress has undergone numerous enhancements to bolster its combat effectiveness. In 1971, the G and H models were upgraded to carry up to 20 AGM-69 SRAM nuclear missiles, significantly boosting their strategic strike capabilities. To further extend its reach, the B-52 was later equipped with air-launched cruise missiles. Following evaluations of the Boeing AGM-86 and the General Dynamics AGM-109 Tomahawk, the AGM-86B was chosen for deployment. This modification allowed 194 B-52Gs and Hs to carry 12 missiles on underwing pylons, with 82 B-52Hs additionally modified to house another 8 missiles on a rotary launcher within the bomb bay. Beyond nuclear armaments, the B-52's conventional warfare capabilities were also enhanced. 30 B-52Gs were modified to carry up to 12 AGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missiles each, while 12 others were adapted for the AGM-142 HAVNAP standoff air-to-ground missile. These improvements enabled the B-52 to perform strategic attacks, close air support, air interdiction, offensive counter-air, and maritime operations. In the 1990s, the Conventional Enhancement Modification Program further expanded the B-52H's arsenal. This initiative integrated advanced weaponry, such as the Joint Direct Attack Munition, Wind-Corrected Munitions Dispenser guided bombs, the AGM-154 glide bomb, and the AGM-158 JSSM missile. Additionally, the program introduced new radios, integrated the global positioning system into the aircraft's navigation system, and upgraded the undernose FLIR to a more modern unit. By around 2010, the B-52's role shifted away from delivering nuclear gravity bombs and focused instead on nuclear cruise missiles and expanding its conventional strike capabilities. This transition was due to the aircraft's decreasing survivability against modern air defenses. Looking ahead, the B-52 is set to incorporate cutting-edge weaponry, including the AGM-183A air-launched rapid response hypersonic missile and the forthcoming long-range standoff nuclear-armed air-launched cruise missile. These advancements underscore the B-52's enduring role in modern aerial warfare. Right now, the B-52H bombers are being upgraded to a new version called the B-52J. These upgrades include brand new Rolls-Royce F-130 engines, a variant of the AN/APQ-82 radar, and updated communication and navigation systems. Despite these improvements, the B-52J will still be very easy to spot on radar. However, even with its lack of stealth, the B-52J will still play a big role for the U.S. Air Force. It will likely act as a long-range missile carrier, able to fire advanced hypersonic missiles like the AGM-138ARRW from far outside an enemy's defense zone. Meanwhile, the B-21 Raider will do the sneaky high-risk missions, getting close to heavily defended targets that the B-52 can't reach. This idea of using both the B-52 and B-21 together is similar to how the Air Force pairs the F-22 Raptor and F-15EX Strike Eagle II. The F-22 is built for stealthy, close-up combat, while the F-15EX can handle more straightforward, less risky missions. Now back to the latest U.S. nuclear bomber. One interesting fact about the B-21 is that some experts think the bomber could blur the line between a bomber and a fighter jet, possibly taking on air superiority missions. Despite being labeled a bomber with the B in its name, the B-21 is really a versatile multi-role aircraft. That being said, the B-52 and B-21 represent two different styles of fighting. The B-52 is all about power and range, carrying heavy loads and firing from afar. The B-21 is about stealth, precision, and getting in and out without being seen. Together, they create a powerful team, balancing brute force and silent, high-tech strikes. The Air Force plans to officially deploy the B-21 Raider as soon as possible. Once it enters service, its primary home will be Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota, where it will also serve as a training center. If needed, Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri and Dyess Air Force Base in Texas will serve as backup bases. The Air Force believes that the B-21 will play a critical role in maintaining America's air power for years to come. What makes the B-21 even more impressive is that it's designed to handle the tough challenges of future warfare. Its advanced technology, including possible use of artificial intelligence for mission planning and coordination, shows that it's built not just for today, but for tomorrow's battles. The B-21 is part of the Air Force's effort to modernize its fleet, especially as older bombers like the B-1B Lancer and B-2 Spirit are set to retire. The B-21 Raider also highlights the strong partnership between the Air Force and Northrop Grumman, the company that built this incredible aircraft. Both are working hard to make sure the bomber meets its timeline and performs as expected. With its long-range strike capabilities and stealthy design, the B-21 could become a crucial part of the U.S. military strategy for decades. As the world waits for the B-21 to officially join the Air Force, many are curious about how it will compare to other advanced aircraft worldwide. With countries like China developing their own advanced stealth technology, the B-21 Raider will need to stay ahead to maintain its edge. According to reports, China is actively enhancing its nuclear bomber capabilities. The H-6N bomber has been observed carrying air-launched ballistic missiles, potentially hypersonic, significantly extending China's strike range and posing challenges to existing defense systems. Concurrently, China is developing the H-20, a long-range stealth bomber, although its progress appears delayed. These advancements are part of China's broader strategy to modernize its military forces and expand its nuclear arsenal. Recent reports indicate that China has nearly tripled its nuclear warhead stockpile since 2020. Additionally, the development of nuclear-powered aircraft carriers and submarines underscores China's commitment to enhancing its strategic military capabilities. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.